22-year-old Zaharuddin Ilyasi in the neck with a knife, causing his death. This was according to a statement on Monday by spokesperson for the command, SP Abdullahi Kiyawa. According to the statement, on receiving information about the incident, the State Commissioner of Police, Muhammad Gumel, ordered all entry and exit points in the state blocked to prevent the suspect from fleeing. The statement read, on March 29, 2024 at about 10:30 p.m., a distress call was received reporting a disagreement between two friends at Chiranchi Dorayi Quarters, Kano, where one Abba Garba Ibrahim, of 25 years old, popularly known as Dan, used one Zaharuddin Ilyasi, 22 years of age, of the same address on his neck. As a result, Ilyasu fell in a pool of his own blood. On receipt of the report, the Commissioner of Police, Kano State Command, CP Muhammad Gumel, ordered the immediate cordoning off of the entry and exit points of the state to prevent escape and directed the deployment of police operatives led by Divisional Police Officer of Panshekera Division, CSP Yao Sadiq Abdu, to the scene, and the situation was immediately brought under control and the suspect was transferred to the command's Criminal Investigation Department, Homicide Section, for discreet investigation. On preliminary investigation, the suspect confessed to having single-handedly committed the act under the influence of intoxicating drugs. The Commissioner of Police assured residents of diligent investigation and prosecution. He also called on the good people of the state to continue to cooperate with the police and give all necessary support. The suspect was said to have been handed over to the command's homicide section for investigations. Kogi State Governor Ahmed Ododo has commiserated with the families of the Obajana accident victims. The accident, which occurred on Sunday night, claimed the lives of 13 bus passengers and left 2 others injured. Press reported that the Federal Road Safety Corps on Monday said 13 persons died while 21 were injured in separate auto crashes in Kogi and Benue states. The Kogi Federal Road Safety Commission Sector Commander Samuel Oyedeji informed journalists in Lokoja, the state capital, that the accident in Kogi occurred around 7:30 p.m. on Sunday. Oyedeji added that the accident involving a commercial Sharon bus and an articulated cement truck took place near Obajana Market on the Obajana-Lokoja Road in the Lokoja local government area of the state. Ododo, who received a report of the accident upon his return to Lokoja on Monday, commiserated with the families of the victims and promised that the state government would not abandon them in their moments of grief. In a statement by his special advisor on media, Ismaila Isa, and made available to the newsmen in Lokoja on Tuesday, Ododo said he was disturbed by the accident which occurred when an articulated truck ran into the passenger bus around Obajana Market late Sunday night and resulted into an inferno. Ambassador Dr. Ernest Ifeanyi Ogbuigbe has been confirmed and installed as Chief Odoziale one of Oligie Igbanke in Oronwion local government area of Edo State on the 29th of March 2024. Highlights of the event include installation of Dr. Ernest Ifeanyi, traditional rites and rituals in the palace of His Royal Highness Lucky C. Osunde III Enoge of Oligie in Igbanke town, Edo State, which witnessed elders, dignitaries, and well-wishers from all walks of life. His Royal Highness Lucky C. Osunde III maintained that Ernest Ogbuigbe is a worthy son of the soil and deserves the title.
We are here for our brother, our friend, and our father, Ernest Slim Body, aka Slim Body, CEO of 8 Ball, Eloquence Hotel. He's a very good man. Yes. He's a very good man. Yes. He deserves it even more. What we planned will not even reach to that extent. He deserves it more. I'm not supposed to be here, but I had to find my way to this place. He's a very good man.
Put your hand, open your hand.
Speaking to Atlantic Television Network, newly crowned Chief Odoziale one of Olige Ibanke thanked God for the opportunity. He also expressed deep appreciation to all who made out time to grace and honor the occasion, adding that it was a sign of love as he promised good and quality leadership to his people.
It means someone that's elevates a lot of persons, one. Someone that ensures that the community is upright, and someone that ensures that community welfare is taken as top priority by making sure that everything is in order in the community, repairing the land, as English may say it. It gives me a lot of joy, because in a community like this, bearing this kind of title is not an easy thing. It's a merited title, because it's not a title that you can actually give to any person. So it gives me a lot of joy for the community to come out and say, take this title.
Friends and well-wishers who attended the event also spoke with Atlantic Television Network News.
Today in the bank, in collaboration of the installation happening today, to a brother and a friend, Mr. now Chief Dr. Ambassador Ifeanyi Igbe. He was installed today as the Odoziane. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing and a plus to the people of Ibanke, because the man earnest in him is leadership. I've known Ernest for well over a decade. We belong to too many associations. I've worked closely with him. He is currently the BOT chairman of the Billion Pullovers.
He's my very good friend and a confident, a man that I love so much, a philanthropist. He's a man that loves helping people. We have waited for this chieftaincy for a long time. It came late, but today, they are crowning him today. It was late because the good things he have done to his community, and Eka community, and several other communities.
Today in the bank, in collaboration.
On to other news, Ogun State Police Command said armed bandits intercepted an Abakaliki-bound luxury bus, robbed all passengers on board, and then set it ablaze. The travelers were said to be on their way to the southeast for Easter celebrations when the incident happened, and the spokesman of the Ogun State Police Command, SP Omolola Odutola, confirmed the incident. She also said that the incident happened at the Okeado Junction at Ijebu-Mushin along Ijebu-Ode or Benin Expressway, where a luxury Mercedes-Benz bus was burnt down by the armed bandits. It was further gathered that the passengers smashed the glass windows and jumped out of the bus before it was completely consumed by fire. Reacting to the incident, the management of Ifesinachi Transport Nigeria Limited said the attacked bus belonged to the company and that the vehicle took off from Mazamaza in Lagos en route Abakaliki, Ebonyi State, and saying that he was shocked over the incident and prayed for safety. Ogun State Police Command has confirmed that the gunman shot dead a man in front of his house in Abeokuta, the state capital. Command's public relations officer, Omolola Odutola, stated that the two gunmen engaged stated that the two gunmen alighted from an unregistered Toyota Corolla vehicle and shot the man in his head as he was lounging in front of his house on Sunday. The assailant, she said, fled the scene immediately. She stated that upon hearing gunshots, neighbors raised an alarm and placed a call to the police to report the incidents. Police got to the scene and found the man lifeless in a pool of his own blood, she also stated. Odutola added that doctors at the state hospital Abeokuta confirmed the man dead and the body was deposited at the hospital's morgue for autopsy. She stated also that no arrest has been made as at yet, but investigations had gone underway. Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice in Ondo State, Kayode Ojulo, said that he has appointed about 273 advisors. Ojulo said that the advisors will work closely with him and his aides in order to enhance what he described as ethical legal services to the state. A statement by the senior advocate of Nigeria said that the appointed aides, categorized as honorary and technical advisors, the Commissioner for Justice, who was recently appointed by Governor Ayedatiwa, said that the aides were all lawyers, including junior legal practitioners, and part of their task will be to lend the support to him through a multitude of ideas while serving the government and people of the state. The All Progressive Congress in Ondo State is advising aspirants of the party's ticket in the April 20th party elections, primary elections, to avoid utterances that could hit the polity. In its Easter message to members in Akure, the party's state publicity secretary, Alex Kalejaye, said that his focus remained to support a conducive atmosphere for the emergence of a popular candidate, stressing that the party is waxing stronger, intimidating to other political parties, and is the most organized and viable party in the state. He applauded the loyalty and commitment of its leaders and members, as well as the teeming members of the better days ahead. Kaduna State Inter-Party Advisory Council has advised Governor Uba Sani of Kaduna State to constitute a commission of inquiry to uncover the actual amount of the substantial debts inherited from his predecessor, Malam Nasiru El-Rufai. Chairman of the Inter-Party Advisory Council, Kaduna State, Ahmad Tijani Mustafa, who disclosed this in Kaduna, explained that as custodians of democratic ideals, norms, and good governance, as well as beacons of democracy, adding that IPAC would continue to play a vital role in shaping Kaduna State's political landscape and promoting the collective interests of the people, government, and its diverse political parties. He said he will continue to promote enabling a good environment and good governance and accountability and observe that it was disturbing and disheartening to hear Governor Uba Sani disclose how his administration inherited a huge debt burden of $587 million and 85 billion naira and 115 contractual liabilities from the previous administration, making it difficult for government to even pay workers' salary. He decried the selfish and fraudulent arrangements not only denied the state the means of development and growth, but made the state financially embarrassed, including using the state's IGR as collateral for some indigenous banks. Governor Abdullahi Sule of Nasarawa State has said that his administration's strategy is to bolster the state's contribution to the federation account through the development of agriculture and mining sectors. Speaking in a chat with newsmen, Sule stated that the state's commitment to diversifying its revenue sources beyond reliance on monthly allocations from the federation. The governor identified agriculture, mining, and oil and gas as key sectors being vigorously pursued to enhance Nasarawa State's contribution to the federation account. Governor Sule also disclosed the plans to engage youths in mechanized agriculture on a vast expanse of land, aiming to boost food production and create employment opportunities. He stated that the potential of mining sector, pointing out the establishment of a lithium processing plant in collaboration with Chinese companies. Kano State Hospitals Management Board has sacked 3 staff members of the Cabo General Hospital and suspended 3 others for alleged extortion. The sacking and suspension of the affected staff were approved by the Executive Secretary of the board, Dr. Mansur Nagoda, after an unscheduled visit to this facility. A statement also by the Public Relations Officer of the Hospitals Management Board, Samira Suleiman, said that 3 officers of the X-ray unit were caught charging patients 12,000 naira for X-rays against the approval of hospital's price of 2,000 and no document to show us evidence of payment, leaving the facility to carry out less than 10 X-rays per week, despite the fact that the 2 X-ray batteries are functional. The Executive Secretary also said that the labor ward was not in good condition. Kaduna State Police Command has arrested a motorcycle thief after the father of the suspect reported to the police. The command spokesperson SP Mansur Hassan confirmed the arrest to newsmen on Monday. He explained that on receipt of the information, police operatives arrested the suspect of Tijani Kaya quarters in Giwa local government area. It disclosed that the investigation revealed that the suspect stabbed the victim, Shamsu Jamilu of Danja, aged 28, at Kuje Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory. Hassan said an investigation was ongoing and after completion, he would be charged to court for prosecution. You're watching Government and Public Service Reports on Atlantic Television Network right here in the city of Port Harcourt. We go for a very short break, and after the break, we commence. Stay tuned.
People into the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honorable
You human
on the point of order.
Honorable
for a human
They are not picking our calls. They made up their minds.
So no agreement with the EU, but
people into the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honorable
You human
on the point of order.
Honorable
for a human
They are not picking our calls. They made up their minds.
So no agreement with the EU, but
people into the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honorable
You human
on the point of order.
Honorable
for a human
On the point
They are not picking our calls. They made up their minds.
So no agreement with the EU, but
country illegally. That is amazing.
Honorable
You human
On the point of order.
Honorable
You're a human
On the point of
on them. They are not picking our calls. They made up their mind.
You're welcome back to Government and Public Service Reports on Atlantic Television Network right here in the city of Port Harcourt. And now we go to the rest of our stories. The National Economic Council will reconvene later this month as more state governments have submitted their reports on the establishment of state police. Correspondent learns this, and this came to the fore on Monday as our correspondents reported that no fewer than 10 states have begun the process of deploying forest guards to protect farmers and flush out bandits. At President Bola Tinubu's meeting with the governors last February, the federal government and states agreed to recruit forest rangers and invest in more training to keep our forests and our borders safe, said the Information Minister Muhammad Idris when he briefed the State House correspondents after the meeting. At the next 140th meeting held at the Aso Rock Villa on March the 21st, the Council received reports from 16 state governors expressing their support for establishing state police. They also recommended changes to the Constitution to allow for smooth establishment. Spokesperson for the Vice President, Mr. Stanley Nkwocha, had revealed that the NEC was still awaiting reports from 20 states, expressing confidence that others will support. However, no details were given about the specific states, but Nkwocha had at the time affirmed that the total number will be presented at the next NEC meeting, even as the compilation is still going on. The Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Nkiruka Onyejiacha, has urged the leadership of the international labor organizations for increased support for youth employment and social security in Nigeria. This is even as she pushed for engagements for Nigerian professionals at the International Labor Organization. Onyejiacha made the call when she met with the Director General of the ILO, Gilbert F. Humbo, in Geneva, Switzerland, on the sidelines of the 350th section of the ILO governing body. The minister, on behalf of the government of Nigeria, congratulated Humbo as the first African Director General of the ILO after over 100 years of its establishment, assuring him of President Tinubu's support and cooperation on strategic partnerships. She also commended Humbo's achievements, which include promoting social justice and fighting inequalities in the world of work, and ILO's successful implementation of programs in Nigeria, particularly those focused on youth employment, a key priority for President Bola Tinubu's administration. The minister further informed the GG that Nigeria is vying for re-election into the governing board of the ILO as a regular member for the 2024 to 2027 triennium and covets the support of the ILO. She also noted that Nigeria currently contributes the second highest amount among the African nations to the ILO budget and requested increased collaboration and representation, more technical support for the development of youth empowerment programs and skills development initiatives. Additionally, Onyejiacha requested the ILO's assistance in upgrading the ILO office in Abuja to a decent work office serving English-speaking West Africa, developing action plans for implementation of recently ratified ILO conventions, digitalizing and strengthening the country's labor inspection system, building capacity for Nigerian Labor Ministry officials, and increase in the number of Nigerian professionals employed by the ILO. The minister also reiterated Nigeria's commitment to partnering with the ILO to promote decent work and social justice for all Nigerians. Members of the Traditional Council of Chiefs, Ewu Urobo in Delta State, have called for the immediate release of the detained monarch of Ewu Kingdom, Clement Ikolo. They said that the monarch was not connected to the communal crisis that led to the recent killing of 17 military personnel in the Okwama community in Ugeli local government area of the state. His Majesty is in no way associated with the ongoing feud between Okoloba and Okwama communities, let alone the tragic killing of military personnel. A statement from the council dated March 30th and made available to the press on Tuesday read, Ikolo is one of the 8 persons declared wanted by the defense headquarters in connection to the killing. Immediately after the publication, he turned himself in to the Delta State Police Command. The command has since handed him over to the military, and the council expressed shock about the arrest while stating that the monarch had been working to resolve the crisis that led to the tragedy since his ascension. President Bola Tinubu will depart Abuja for the capital of Senegal, Dakar, on Tuesday for inauguration of the president-elect Bassirou Diomaye Faye. A statement on Monday by his special advisor on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, said President Tinubu, who is attending the event on the invitation of the Republic of Senegal, will return to Nigeria immediately after the ceremony. President Tinubu, who is the chairman of ECOWAS Authority of Heads of States and Government, will join other regional leaders to witness the inauguration at Diamniadio Exhibition Center on Tuesday. The president will be accompanied on the trip by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Maitama Tuga, and other senior government officials. He is expected to return to Nigeria after the conclusion of the inauguration. Chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Ola Olukoyede, has vowed that no one involved in economic or financial crimes will be spared by the commission. He disclosed this in Abuja at an anti-corruption concert organized to create greater awareness and public involvement in the fight against internet crimes. Olukoyede pointed to the strides being made since he assumed office a couple of months ago and reaffirmed his commitment to an all-embracing, fully integrated war against corrupt practices. Non-teaching staff in the nation's public universities are set for an indefinite industrial action following the non-payment of their withheld salaries. The workers are under the aegis of the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, the National Association of Academic Technologists, and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Education and Allied Industry Institutions. They are protesting the non-payment of their salaries withheld as a result of the strike of 2022. The non-teaching staff have 5.5 months' salaries withheld by the administration of former President Buhari. President Bola Tinubu last October directed that former salaries be paid university staff, but only teaching staff were paid last February, leaving non-teaching staff out. And the non-teaching staff took 2 weeks ago embarked on warning strike to press home their demands. Speaking with newsmen, the national president of NAAT, Comrade Ibeji Wokoma, said that the House of Representatives has waded into the matter. Federal government plans to adopt trucks and barges to transport crude oil to tackle pipeline vandalism. This was contained in a document by the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission on stability in the Nigerian energy sector. Integrated strategies for infrastructure, transportation, and security. NUPR said that The move was to avoid production deferment and losses and ordered consequences due to pipeline disruption and outages. In November last year, the Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative reports disclosed that the country lost 4.3 trillion naira of crude oil, which had been stolen in 7,143 pipeline vandalism cases within 5 years. And this is where we wrap it up on this very edition of Government and Public Service Reports on Atlantic Television Network in the city of Port Harcourt. I am Raymond Ken Mbata. Follow us on our ATN socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, and X, formerly Twitter, Atlantic TV Nets, and watch us live on our website, atlanticnetwork.tv. Peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Thank you for watching.